Well, hello, Exile. I'm just sitting here with my pack of wolves and my beautiful wife. Say hi to them, Alva.
Hello there.
So, would you like to destroy everything in the game for one div and just spin around like a fucking Shaolin monk? Oh, you don't do shit actually, just your clones, but you know. So yeah, it's one div, and basically I just did the calculations. I bought everything right now for 310 exalteds, which
Hey.
is yeah, it's less than one divine orb. So yeah, I'm gonna show you everything basically. By the way, sorry I don't have a script. It's just gonna go terribly probably, but hey, yeah. So basically, this whole build is based on the new Ascendancy martial artist. So yeah, basically whole form, you know it, everyone knows it. It's strong, it's cool. Um, all vocals, um, the thing that gives you a lot of runes in your body, tattoos, and the way of the stone fist for the charge generation. Very well known technique by now. Everything is really cheap as well if you just don't go crazy. So I guess I just start with the gear and a few concepts. Um, Also, one thing that I always hate is how people say in their videos, it's budget, and then you see like a 30 divine staff and mage blood and some bullshit. No, everything's yeah. I show you the math, and yeah, you can price check everything. It's less than one divine, and it destroys everything basically. Yeah, so staff, you just go with this unique staff. The important part here is the um, okay, it doesn't show, but yeah, the 15 crit and the high physical damage, and that's basically why I chose this stuff. Helmet is just yes and resists. Basically, yeah, body armor as well. Just um, yeah, yes and resists. Amulet, you want probably intelligence. You are gonna need some intelligence. I should mention right now the attribute requirements. It's like 80 on strength, 127 dex for the staff, and minimum 121 int. But if you want to use level 19 curses and gems, it's 147 actually. Yeah, so you probably want intelligence on the amulet, and then I just have a +1 to all melee skills and 45 spirits. You actually just need 40 spirits on the amulet. Then rings just resists and tier 1 physical damage to attacks. Um, and yeah, I can price check again. I just see um, this is very cheap. And other rings the exactly same thing. And with intelligence, one of the rings is probably gonna need intelligence or not. I'm gonna get to it. But yeah. Loctonial carriers, basically you just buy a normal Loctonial and then you go to the Verisium Anvil and you upgrade it, and it's basically free. It's less than 1x, I think. It's basically free to upgrade it. And yeah, I should mention that all of the augments are considered into the price of the build. Um, Literally everything. It's still under one divine. So Chevron Satchel, the belt slot is kind of flexible, honestly. Uh, you I you don't need resists really. You just get resist everywhere else. Intelligence. Uh, if you're gonna use chevrons, you don't need intelligence on the ring. But the cool tech about it is that we are ES, and basically we can recover life. I'm sorry, ES by pressing the life flask. So we have a 80% of recovery applied instantly, which makes it so you can just spend your life flask, and that's really cool. But honestly, you can go with anything on the belt. Yeah, I guess I should explain the Loctonial tech. It's basically your clones are going to spawn with your gear, which means they have this item, the gloves, and it says chance to grant power charge, frame charge, endurance charge to allies in your presence on hit. So the way you are getting those charges is not because you're hitting the enemies, because clearly you aren't. So basically they hit the enemies and they give you charges, and that's it, basically. Oh yeah, and I should mention this augment, this ANNOINT, this Instill is pretty much mandatory, otherwise you will have mana problems. The build is currently set up in a way that you don't need to press any mana flask or worry about mana at all, because you have Laviangas, which just gives passive recovery, and yes, that is enough. Believe it or not, it is enough even for a high cost skill like this. And yeah, boots is just basically move speed, resists, and energy shield. Again, I love energy shield. You're just the higher the number, the better, and it's easy to upgrade as well. The charms are any silver charm really, or any other charm. I don't think silver charm is that important. I just find slows annoying. Nascent hopes like basically chance to give a charge when you kill an enemy and grants immunity to freeze. And Beta's Anguish, same thing, basically same thing, but for ignites. So yeah, I'm gonna, before I forget, I'm gonna show the jewels as well. For this one, you can go with like this is pretty flexible. Any offensive or defensive jewel. I just went with like increased damage with quarterstaffs, and these attack speed ones basically came by accident. But yeah, don't worry, it is still in the budget. Everything is calculated. So yeah, I think this was like 10x. So yeah, you just want to focus on increased damage with quarterstaffs, because we do pick a lot of small passives on the way here. So Heart of the Well with any gain percentage of damage as extra. So either fire, cold, or lightning, it's fine. And increased energy shield from equipped body armor. This is giving me like 400. Yeah, 400 energy shield. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And then yeah, this one I don't even know if it's doing anything. I just have the increased maximum energy shield, which is definitely doing something, and then gain additional stun threshold equal to 15% of maximum energy shield. This one I don't actually know if it makes a difference, but I have it. Okay. Yeah. I maybe forgot to show the augments, but yeah. So Great Wolf's Rune of Claws for physical damage to attacks on gloves. Just Iron Rune for energy shield. Iron Rune, Iron. And then one Greater Iron Rune and one Venomous Rune of Agony. I just do it with like every physical attack build. I just have this Venomous Rune of Agony. Agony is pretty good. I mean, enemies don't usually have high chaos resistance, so it's very, more often than not, better than just 18% increased physical damage. And yeah, I mean, this is just 18 fire res, just fixing my resistances really. 18 fire res. I think for the boots, move speed, why not? Sure. And this two is actually pretty important. The increase energy shield recharge rate. It's pretty nice. I mean, we are ES. And reduced effect of curses. So we have 50 over here. And then we have another 50 over here. So yeah, we are curse immune basically. In the second weapon set we have ARMOUR Mandragora, which basically just has the increases skill effect duration. For, you know, we use rend when we have power charges to get extra damage as lightning, a lot of extra damage. So basically the passive tree is just critical damage and energy shield. Yep. I wanna try to figure out a way to, you know, give you guys a PoB link or a PoE ninja link, so you don't have to keep looking at the passive tree. But yeah, basically on the weapon set 2 we just go with increases skill effect duration, and the weapon set 1 is just damage, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, this node over here, Patient Barrier, I think it's worth it. 20% slower starts kinda rough, but at the same time 50% increased is quite a lot. So yeah, basically our defensive layer is just a high ES pool and this Convalescence, which is, if you play PoE1, it's Vol Discipline. You just hit the button, and then you start regenerating energy shield, and it does not get interrupted. So yeah, just to clear up something, if you're not level 90 yet, you will not have 6 links on the skills like Rend, Hollow Focus, Hollow Form, because you gain links by leveling up, and you get your last link at level 90. So yeah. So basically for Rend we use Prolonged Duration, Perpetual Charge, Rapid Attacks, Heightened Charges, and Hit and Run. It's actually fine using Hit and Run. It's not a big deal at all. You use it, and then you basically just roll twice and you can use it again. But yeah, you just need to press it like once every 30 seconds, because that's how long the Rend buff lasts, so it's absolutely fine. For Hollow Focus, the bells that spawn around us, cooldown recovery, blind, magnified area, living lighting, and Uruk's melting. I'm not sure if this works actually. I don't really know a way to test it, but if it doesn't work, you can just replace it with main. As for Hollow Form, you just use a Whirling Assault, right? Yeah, level 19. Let me show you a trick actually. To get a +1, it's very easy. You just get any level of Whirling Assault, you just quality it to maximum, and then you throw a Vow Orb, right? Okay, I wasn't expecting to get it first try, but yeah. Most of the times you're not gonna get a +1, but then again you just wasted like a couple exalteds. And when you do hit a +1, what you're gonna do is you're gonna buy a level 20 skill gen, uncut skill gen, which is pretty expensive, right? Pretty expensive, so we're not gonna do that for the video, of course. You can buy this, and then you can literally level up the Whirling Assault to level 20. Even though it's corrupted, you can still use the uncut skill gem to level it up. So level it up to 20, and then it's gonna be level 21, right? And I was not expecting to hit this, so yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna use this for the video because that's not in the budget, right? I'm not gonna be like disingenuous or just gonna buy again level 19 Whirling
I'll fill
Assault.
that in as soon as I can.
Right. Okay, back to business. Yeah, Whirling Assault, Heavy Swing, Heightened Charges, Blindside, and for clearing, use Magnified Area. For bosses, you can use Rapid Attacks. There's probably a better single target support, but for our budget, I mean, I'm not gonna use a 200 Divine Gem, right? Come on. But for pounces, Mark for Death, so we can break armor, rapid attacks, cooldown recovery, and Brutus Brain. This is actually so we have 6 wolves at all times. They don't despawn, they don't take damage. They also don't deal damage, but this is not a minion build anyway, so yeah. And the reason we do have this gem, it's because the Predator's Mark, it actually says market target takes 3 increased percent damage for each of its enemies, up to 45. So yeah, we have 6 wolves, and we also have living lighting for the hollow focus. So yeah, refutation is kind of crazy. Okay, if you read over here, it says parry the buff makes targets take 50% more attack damage. So yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. You just press your refutation, and if the boss hits you, he just takes 50% more damage. That's, yeah, so we just use it. Cooldown recovery, prolonged duration, rapid casting, and mobility. Wind Dancer we don't use. It's just like a teaser for the mid-budget setup. Yeah, we are not using Wind Dancer, okay? So we have Devour with Charge, Profusion, Blazing Critical, Prolonged Duration, and Through of the Kill. So basically what we do is, before a boss fight, there's gonna be bells spawning all over and all around us. So we just devour a bell, and then we're gonna get Blazing Critical and Through of the Kill for like 15-20 seconds, which is a lot of extra damage. And if the boss has more than one phase, you can just refresh by eating another bell, so that's fine. So our 3 auras, and the reason we have like 40 spirits on our amulet: Convalescence, Second Wind, cooldown recovery, prolonged duration, and rapid casting. If you get chunked, like you're at 3 or 4 King Energy Shield, you just press your Convalescence button and you regen back to full. And yeah. And Second Wind makes it so we actually have 2 casts of Convalescence instead of 1, despite the cooldown being greater, being larger. So yeah, it's worth it, trust me. Also, let me move my webcam, right? I mean, yeah, that makes more sense. Charge regulation, basically it consumes a charge. We're gonna have all charges, endurance, strength, and power charge because of the block tunnel. So yeah, we get more critical chance, more energy shield, and increased attack speed, skill speed. That's pretty busted for a single 30 spirit gem. So we use clarity and cool-headed. Basically, clarity, more mana regen, cool-headed, less ignite duration. We are on ES build, so ignite's pretty annoying. Poison is also pretty annoying, but it's kind of whatever. We just press the equivalences button. And then blasphemy, which makes one curse be actually on an aura around us. So we use temporal chains, magnified area, ritualistic curse, which makes it, you know, have a even greater area, and slow potency, which makes the slows be, you know, which makes the slows be even more potent, and that's basically it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna run a tier 17 matriarch house, and then I'm gonna go do uh, the fire guy, uh, the fourth guy, the fourth edict guy. I forgot the name, but yeah, the Arbiter of Fire. Yeah. So yeah, let's go. And by the way, I absolutely apologize for the PowerPoint that you're about to see. This is gonna be so bad, okay? And this is also the reason I'm not gonna show 200 Delirium for you. It's because my game is gonna crash, and my OBS is gonna crash, and my PC is gonna explode. So yeah, I can't show you a 200% Delirium. So yeah. You literally, while mapping, you just run around and, you know, press your hollow form button. Fuck this train. And then, you know, everything just dies.
Nothing worth having.
Also, you do have to press rend every 30 seconds or so. It's a huge damage boost, so just do it. And yeah. Okay, I got to run over by a train. So yeah, you can just spam your life flasks as well. And it works. So basically the way I play Hollow Farm, I just press it once, and then I roll, and then I press it once, and then I roll. And yeah. Everything just dies, so it's fine. I'm gonna get run over, fuck. Very cool game, very cool. I love the strengths, I really do. Yeah, very funny. And by the way, if you're wondering, you know, what is a tier 17, how do I run a tier 17? It's basically, you just corrupt your tier 15 map, so it's a tier 16 map. And then you use like, you irradiate the area, either with the tablets or Doriani's map thing. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, map areas are irradiated, which is +1 to monster level. So that's a tier 17 map. Okay. So with this perfect exalt, you can make this whole build 3 times over. Just saying. So you know how I got chunked pretty hard here? Like, you just press your Convalescence and you're fine, like, even during combat, of course. And if it's not enough, you can just spam your life flasks. And honestly, the most dangerous things are gonna be like explosions, randomized explosions, and, you know, like some ground effects, I guess. during mapping, you really don't want to press your refutation because it's gonna build up your heavy stun meter pretty heavily, and you're just gonna get heavy stunned if you get hit by a lot of enemies. The idea is that you press it against a boss like once, and then you parry the boss, and you just get hit once, and the boss is dead. That's basically how it works. So yeah, let me change my area for rapid attacks, which is arguable because then it doesn't overlap as much. So I actually don't know if it's better or not, but hey, we just go with that, I guess. So yeah, for the boss combo, basically, as I said, you devour one of the bells, you're gonna get a lot of buffs, you're gonna get power charges, and then you press rend, you know, to get a lot of extra damage, and then you're gonna pounce on the boss, so you debuff it for a lot of extra damage, and then you press refutation, the boss is gonna hit you once, and you do 50% more attack damage to the boss, so that's what we're gonna do, okay? Just gonna wait for my run buff to end so I can refresh it. Yeah, okay. Rend, bounce, refutation, and then you just destroy the boss, right? Literally. And yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. That's a one divine budget, so I'm gonna show you the Arbiter of Ash. Okay, so I just bought the Arbiter of Ash fragments. Bro, this shit's it's like 10 divines to fight him. Yeah, I wouldn't really do this normally, but it's for the video, it's for the showcase, right? So fuck me, I guess. Yeah, why not? So yeah, let's go. I only fought this guy once, and I really don't know how to do his mechanic. I'm probably gonna die. Hopefully I don't fail the fight. Yeah. So yeah, getting the power charges. I don't know when he becomes hittable actually. Or now, maybe? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't remember that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, bro, I'm not really appreciating this right now. I just wanna kill you. Like, fuck you. What the fuck, dude? Okay, dude. That's fun. I guess. Second phase, I guess. Yes, so what the fuck was that? Anyways. Yeah, that was pretty fine, right? I mean, one divine budget. I died once because I didn't see that there was another orb for me to step on. So yeah, anyways. Yeah. So yeah, that's the build. It works pretty well. And actually, I just want to shout out, like, basically, How you're gonna progress the build is, I would say,
Good news.
like I'm not gonna do a leveling guide, a progress guide, because I couldn't do better than the guys I'm gonna shout out right now. So basically, let me get this over here. Right. So if you have money and this is your second character, you just do a Pillar of the Cage God by Lazy Exile. There is a mobalytics guide and a YouTube guide. Um, the monk leveling starts, uh, league starts. It's by Plunder That Booty, actually. Uh, and it's just great. You just go from league start to maps, and then when you get to maps, you're just gonna do a play with Whirling Assault, not Hollow Form yet. So you're gonna self-cast Whirling Assault, basically Whirling Assault, and it works really well. Like Trinity just gives you all the damage you could want for early mapping until you hit like level 80 or 75. Then you swap to Hollow Form, and that should be enough time for you to get, one Divine Orb and buy the whole build right away. Of course, it depends on on the league you're doing this. When the game updates, I'm gonna, if there's any changes, I'm gonna update the pinned comments or the description with the changes, saying if the build is still viable or not, etc. But yeah, you just play with Whirling Assault until level 80 or so, and then you just swap to Hollow Form. It's pretty chill. Let me get this over here, and yeah. And the way I came up with, this version of the build is because I watched two great content creators, Dean Gaming and Barricade. They both had videos on Hollow Form. And by the way, I'm gonna link everything in the description and the pinned comments. Yeah, just go follow these creators, they are really great, okay? And this is basically the whole budget. All the jewels, the runes, the gems, everything is here. Oh yeah, the quest rewards. Basically, Valley of the Titans, increased charm charges gained, Venom Crypts, stun threshold, abandoned prison, abandoned recovery. It combos really well with Laviangas. House of the Dead kinda doesn't matter really. I mean, plus 5 attributes or plus 5 resists, kind of or whatever. I went with resists personally, and yeah. Shark Fin, you just go for defenses, energy shoot, and the pillars, it's up to you again. Either energy shoot, resists, or move speed. I have move speed personally. The Whirling Assault you're gonna play is life based, it's not energy shoot based. So you just get life and evasion on your gear until you can swap to Hollow Farm, yes. And yeah, I mean, you just grab one exalted quarterstaff, and Trinity just carries her damage, really. I just want to show you like a few ideas of how you can upgrade the build, because it's basically the same thing but better, right? And actually for the mid-budget setup, you kind of want to I think 80 spirit, total 80 spirit, yeah. I'm just gonna swap the gear real quick and then show you what a mid-budget looks like, and the upgrades you can make for the build if you enjoy playing it. Okay, so yeah, first I'm gonna show the jewels before I forget it again. So gain extras cold and extras lightning, it could be fire as well. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna quickly go over the upgrades and what you can do, because honestly it's up to you. And every single one of these upgrades you can get like individually, atomically. Um, yeah, I mean, they are not really dependent on one another. Just make sure to balance your resists, right? And some things combo really well as well. I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna show you real quick. So where the time lost emeralds, like, this kind of insane, right? Increases damage with core staffs, damage with hits against rare and unique enemies, increased critical damage bonus for attack damage. Yeah, you just select, like, you just choose how many modifiers you want based on your budget. So 2 modifiers is 1 divine, with 3 modifiers is 15 divines, you know. The quarrel staff, you really want 15% crit, and then high physical damage. This elemental damage is not really doing much. It's kind of a dead stat. But I have a +4, right? +4 to all melee skills. So you just really want to add physical damage and plus 12 melee skills. Runes are the same, just, you know, perfect rune instead of great rune. Helmets, just even more energy shield, resists. I have rarity as well. Not something you should prioritize really, but you know, if you have the budget. Amulets, again, instead of a +1, it's a +3, and some resists for the spirit minimum. Then I also have increased energy shield. Rings are pretty much the same thing, but so yeah, intelligence, physical damage, resists. But in this case, I have rarity and rarity. So yeah, the rings didn't change that much. Loctonial's the same. One big difference though is the augment is actually Uleman's gaze. So critical hit chance is lucky against paired enemies. So when we parry the boss with refutation, not only the poor motherfucker takes 50% more attack damage from refutation, it actually makes our crit chance be lucky against him. So we're gonna crit. This guy's done, okay? And very nice synergy. And boots, just more move speed, some resists, and ES. Runes on my bodies are, you know, the actual exactly the same, so no worries there. I do have Blood of the Warrior to keep my rage up, but it's kinda clunky, not gonna lie. That's I need to figure out a better way for rage generation, because I just have it on my Pounce and Devour. Yeah, it's not ideal, right? I mean, I don't even need it, okay? I mean, I have way more than enough damage that I don't need to worry about rage. But yeah. And then the Silver Charm, I upgraded to Fall of the Axe, which just grants Onslaught, really. It's not that expensive, but also, I mean, I wouldn't pay 50 Exalteds for 1 charm, you know, in a budget setup. So that's why I just had a Silver Charm. My Whirling Assault, of course, level 21. So yeah, I just Quality, Corrupt, and then upgrade to level 20. I actually have a Verona Siege, which is pretty expensive. It's like 20 divines, I think. Yeah. So it's basically magnified area and damage on the same gem. So yeah, it's great. And yeah, now we do have Wind Dancer, but it's not for evasion actually, and we don't have enough evasion for it to mean anything. It's just useless on the evasion department. But There's this thing called Gale Force, and when you get hit, it basically like explodes a shockwave around you, and this shockwave use knockback, cooldown recovery, blind, main, and magnified area. So yeah, if anything hits you, I mean, it gets blinded, it gets maimed, gets knocked back. Honestly, I mean, this is kind of. I don't know if it justifies the extra 40 spirits, the extra money that I had to spend on the 40 spirit on the body armor, but yeah. And I mean, yeah, that's all the changes really. As I said, the belt is really flexible. I just have a headhunter because yeah, why not? And it actually works. It's kind of crazy. Um, I thought that because your clone skill the enemies, you don't get the headhunter buffs, but you get it for some reason. So yeah, okay, really cool. And yeah, that's basically the video. Um, I don't intend to make more build guides. This is not what this channel is about. I was just really heavily frustrated by, um, not having really a budget video for a Hollow Palm because it's such a cool skill. So I was like, no, I need to farm like 50 divines, 100 divines before I can respec into Hollow Farm. But no, as you can see, you can do it with one divine, and that's it, basically. Yeah, well, okay. Let me just end the video with my wife over here.
Hello there.
Yes, hello.
Hello there.
Where the fuck are my wolves, dude? Okay, anyways. No, seriously, what the fuck happened? Okay, anyways. I will update this if something changes. But this is not a PoE channel. I just wanted, to do justice to Hollow Palm. And I mean Hollow Farm, really. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I'll see you on the path, Exile. Goodbye.